A missile fired by Yemen's Houthi rebels landed near Israel's Ben Gurion airport on Sunday, sending a plume of smoke into the air and causing panic among passengers in the terminal building. The Houthis claimed responsibility for the missile. The group's military spokesperson Yahya Sari said in a televised statement. He repeated a warning to airlines that Israel's main international airport was no longer safe for air travel. The Iran-aligned Houthis have recently intensified missile attacks on Israel, saying they are acting in solidarity with Palestinians in Gaza. A senior Israeli police commander, Yair Hetzroni, showed reporters a crater caused by the impact of the missile, which airport authorities said had landed beside a road near a parking lot. You can see the scene right behind us here, a hole that opened up with a diameter of tens of meters and also tens of meters deep, he said, adding that there was no significant damage. In a statement after the strike, Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz said, "Whoever harms us will be harmed sevenfold." Israel's Channel 12 News said Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu would meet security ministers and defense officials on Sunday to discuss a response. Most missile launches from Yemen have been
radical forces, aggressive forces from many directions. So as two democracies in the Eastern Mediterranean, we have common values, many common interests, and we want to secure, obviously, our future in the best way that preserves prosperity, increases prosperity and security for our people. One of the ideas that we talked about is IMEC, which is a very revolutionary and transformative development that we want to bring into place. I discussed it with Mr. Modi, Narendra Modi of India just a few days ago. We want to have a common discussion with him. We also want to have a trilateral meeting in Israel between Israel, Cyprus, and Greece. We've done that over the years. We want to renew it as soon as possible, and that is one of the things we'll do. As far as the trade routes, obviously we're being challenged. The whole world is being challenged by the Houthis, including in the dastardly attack they did today near Ben Gurion Airport. We will not tolerate it. We will take very strong action against them. And we always remember that they act with their patron Iran's direction and support. We will do what we need to do to take care of our security, to respond effectively, and to give Iran
intercepted by Israel's missile defense systems, apart from a strike that hit Tel Aviv last year. The military said it was investigating what happened with Sunday's launch, which caused sirens to be activated across central Israel. A spokesperson for the Israel Airports Authority said takeoffs and landings had resumed, and operations at Ben Gurion had returned to normal after reports of air traffic being halted and access routes to the airport being blocked. However, flight operations were disrupted, according to Ben Gurion's live air traffic site. Some flights, including by Air India, TUS Airways, and Lufthansa, were cancelled. Others, including to U.S. airports Newark and JFK, were delayed by about 90 minutes. Sunday's strike came as Israeli ministers were reported to be close to signing off on plans to expand the military operation in Gaza, which resumed in March following a 2-month truce, drawing a pledge from the Houthis to hit Israel with more missiles. Efforts to revive the ceasefire have so far faltered, and President Trump in March ordered large-scale strikes against the Houthis to reduce their capabilities and deter them from targeting commercial shipping in the Red Sea. The Houthis, who control swaths of Yemen, began targeting Israel and Red Sea shipping in late 2023, during the early days of the war between Hamas and Israel in the Gaza Strip. The U.S. strikes on the rebel group, which have killed hundreds of people in Yemen, have been the biggest U.S. military operation in the Middle East since Mr. Trump took office in January. Meanwhile, the United States is also considering using the mother bomb against the Houthis. The U.S.'s further attack on the Houthis, who have been constantly attacking international cargo ships, U.S. warships, and Israel, will be unpredictable. The mother of all bombs, the GBU-43B massive air blast, is the most powerful non-nuclear weapon in America's arsenal, and it was used for the first time in combat on April 13th in Afghanistan against the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. According to globalsecurity.org, it's the largest ever satellite-guided air-delivered weapon in history, made to replace the unguided 15,000-pound Blue 82 Daisy Cutter that was used in Vietnam and early on in Afghanistan. The Moab was developed in only 9 weeks in 2003 to be available for Operation Iraqi Freedom. Then Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld said it was created to put pressure on Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein to stop fighting against the coalition. The smart bomb was never used during that war. When examining the key features of the Moab, it has a relatively thin aluminum casing designed to burst on a surface, not penetrate it. That creates a large blast with lesser fragmentation. It's a smart bomb with GPS-guided munition. It's got stabilizing fins and inertial gyro for pitch and roll control. It weighs 20,000 pounds. The Moab delivers an 80,700-pound warhead known as the Blue 120B, which is made of H6, a mixture of cyclotrimethylene trinitramine, TNT, and aluminum. It's big, 30 feet long, with a diameter of 40.5 inches to be exact. How does the Moab reach its target? The Moab was loaded into a C-130 Hercules, where it sat in a cradle on an airdrop platform until the whole platform was pulled off the plane at a high altitude by a drogue parachute, which is used to slow it down. Once in the air, the weapon was quickly released from the platform to keep up its forward momentum. The grid fins then opened to stabilize it and guide it to its target. It's got competition, according to globalsecurity.org, on September 11, 2007, the Russian military announced it had tested the father of all bombs, the world's most powerful non-nuclear air-delivered munition. The Russians said it's 4 times more powerful than the Moab, even though it technically has fewer explosives in it, 7.8 tons compared to the Moab's 8 tons. The FOAB is said to use more efficient explosives, yielding the equivalent of 44 tons of TNT, with a blast radius of 300 meters, double of that of the Moab.